sure are, because of course you will. There we go. Fixed it. Because I'd promised to do this back when we had done Fusion, and then I never got around to doing this. So, on a day where plans have changed, seems like as good a day as any to do it and get it done. So just me quickly change the titles over. Yeah, it's pretty notable music. It's pretty hard for people to miss if they've heard it ever. About the hardest part might be people remembering which one it is if they're not familiar with it. I think, yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Okay. So, this is one of two 2D Metroids that I've never finished myself. I got close to finishing this one, and then I want to say I kind of just skipped the very end of it because I'm like, I know how this is going to play out. I'm kind of just done with this bit I'm doing here. I'll come back to this later at some point, and then I never did the come back to it later part. That happens a lot for me. So it's a whole thing. The other one, ironically enough, that I never finished properly is actually Super Metroid. Yeah. And either of the primes that are on GameCube were very good. Yeah. Like, honestly, out of the Metroid series, I am one of the people that prefers the Prime games to the 2D ones, even though the genre that Metroid helped spawn is my favorite genre in existence. A lot of the 2D Metroid games just never fully hit for me, and I can't really put like a guaranteed finger down on why, because there's really nothing bad about them. I think I just never was that interested. Because they typically reach a point where it's like, well, now I have all of the things, and there's just kind of a section I don't particularly care for I have to get through to finish the game now. Which, don't get me wrong, that kind of thing hits me with the Castlevania Metroidvanias frequently too, because I don't care for the final parts of those games either, because usually their final fights are just kind of tedious and annoying. Like, the games as a whole are great, but the end of any of the Metroidvania Castlevanias tends to sour my mood for the game. Because very rarely can I say that any of those fights are particularly good. At least to me. Like, that's always going to be a personal taste thing to a certain degree. But that's always been the kicker with those, is a lot of the time those final fights just have at least one phase that's just ew. They boil down to, well, I know the trick to beat this is the easy way, so this sucks less now. And as I've said on numerous occasions, Fusion is my favorite 2D Metroid game, but there are definitely fights in Fusion that I do not like either. No one has to agree with anything I'm saying. I fully expect people to disagree with me, and I don't care whether they agree or not. That is down to personal choice. And I will fully respect anybody who disagrees with this thought. That's just how I feel about it. I would rather replay the majority of most of those games 3 or 4 times and just never do the final fights ever again. Like, I know that's controversial, but yeah, exactly. Is the thing I enjoy about this style of game is the exploring, the item collecting, and all of that. A lot of the time, even the combat's not usually what does it for me, particularly. Though it does need to have solid enough combat to keep the game interesting. I'm more invested in gaining new abilities, exploring the worlds, and finding the new things. If I cared as much about difficult boss fights and a bigger focus on combat, I'd be playing more Souls-likes. You know, it's one of those things where, as long as you understand what you want out of a game, it's very easy to figure out why a game starts disagreeing with you. And bear in mind, I'm not... This is once again me running back to the point of, I'm not asking games to be easy. Is it good for games to have the ability to be easy for those that need it? Yes. Do I need that? Not necessarily. In certain factors, I would argue I do, because there are certain factors I'm genuinely bad at. Like being patient. Which is usually why I cease caring about a lot of boss fights in games, is because I feel like there are a large amount of boss fights that, unless you know the quick ways of doing them, have a bad habit of outstaying their welcome. Like, obviously, the boss fight has to last a while to be impactful and dangerous. But as somebody who's very mechanic-focused when it comes to fights, once you've burnt through the mechanics, the fight ceases to have a reason to exist in my mind. Like, that's when I start losing interest, and that's when I start making more mistakes in a fight. Is because I just want the fight to be done at that point. Because there's nothing more to learn. That's where my engagement ceases. And that's kind of, I think, where the issue with reaching the end of these games comes in too, is because at that point there's also nothing more to learn. So the part of my mind that's engaged and interested ceases being engaged. And that's not something to point out as a negative. That's just this is how my brain works. If people wanted to know that, now they do. And we all work differently, and we all look for different things, so this is also why a lot of multiplayer games kind of die for me rather quickly, is because as soon as there's nothing mechanically left to learn, it's just more things to unlock and more doing the same thing over again, they also lose me. Much akin to the same thing I point out with MMOs all the time. You can claim that it's like, well, you gotta sit there and learn your combos and learn all of your proper item use orders and things like that. It's like, yes, sure, that's a thing to learn, but it's not a particularly dynamic or engaging thing to learn at least for me. Like, I'm not gonna poo-poo that, because that is a deep thing to learn, but it is genuinely a case of just going through the motions until you find the right pattern. We have missiles now. And I know I've just been ranting over Zero Mission the whole time, and I do feel a little bad, but it is just the thing there. Oh yeah. I mean, hell, there is a charm to trash. That's a thing. And I had this discussion with somebody on, it was either Twitter or Blue Sky, literally the other day, is they were asking if it was weird that they actively look for bad games after playing a bunch of good games. And it's like, well, no, because bad games can be refreshing. Because it, one, gives you a point of comparison to what actually is a good game again, and it also helps you just see something different. Because a lot of the time, what makes an interesting bad game is a game that fell short of reaching what it was supposed to reach, but it had lofty ideas. Those are usually the fun kind of trash games, is you could see the potential behind the garbage sheen. I forget where this thing spawns next, but we have to fight it again because I didn't remember how to kill it quick enough. Because I'm not even sure you can kill it the first time. I want to say you can end up fighting that thing up to 3 times if you're bad at it. 2 times normally, a 3rd time if you just miss a lot of missile shots. It's like, I can't lie and say I only look for good games, because this channel would point me out as a liar instantaneously. Because the simple fact of the matter is, it's both, like I was saying before, refreshing to experience bad games, especially bad games that had potential. It's also important to make sure people see those games, both so that they might take those ideas and make something better of them, and so that they see what can make a bad game a bad game. It's entirely possible to lose sight of what differentiates a bad game from a good game if you only see good games. And I know that may sound like madness, but that is genuinely a thing I believe to be true. I don't have bombs, so I don't think missiles work for opening that. Yeah, so I have to come back when I have bombs to get that. Goddamn flies. And I do want to make it clear 100% that I don't expect anybody to agree with anything I'm saying. Yeah, see, exactly. Just because a game is bad doesn't mean there won't be something about it that's memorable. In this case, Dennis being the worst protagonist he could possibly be by being bad at everything. Because that's the thing. If that was a good game, we wouldn't have the Dennis meme. Because he would have actually been a well-functioning character and would not have been jumping off of cliffs randomly. Like, it's a thing. Sudden missile tank randomly in the wall before fighting this jerk again. Come on, open up. I think I was slightly off to a side or I was too late. One of the two. There's a part of me that thinks I probably should put a flashing light warning up, considering boss fights like this have a bit of flashing to them. And he does cover a decent amount of the screen. But he's dead now, so... Right, this is where you get charge beam. Right. I think there's a spot to fit a flashing light on screen, so we'll go ahead and just jam it in there. Better safe than sorry. Oh, that's the wrong text box. That's the right text. No, that's not the right text box. That's the right text box. Turn that back to white text because it'll show up better than red, I think, on these maps. There we go. And we get our first energy tank. Which there was one in the ceiling way back at the beginning area, but we couldn't reach it without doing some trickery that I am not good enough at doing in this game's engine. So, I ain't gonna worry about that right now. Just know, I do know it's there. I just didn't bother with it right now. And snag us the map room. It's been a few years since I last played even up to nearly done with this, so I'm obviously not going to remember everything. But I'm going to do what I do best and trust in my inbuilt sense of how these games work and my rusty memory of it to mostly guide me to victory. Because despite the fact that these generally don't tell you where to go or tell you what you need to do, they're straightforward in their own way. Sometimes that's how that works out, is they're like, well, we're gonna hold out for a cheaper guy. Oh, there's nobody cheaper that'll take this. Hey, you know how we told you were too expensive? Could you, you know, change your mind? Maybe. Bombs? Bombs. Well, yeah. In your specific case, I presume they hired the cheaper guy and they didn't do as well as they wanted. There we go. Now we have one of the most important things in these games. Bombs. Yeah, exactly. Something was amiss there. Why is this fighting me so much? It's being a little weird about changing directions in the air right now while in Morph Ball. It's like being weird and stiff about it, which I'm pretty sure is not the case with this. Though I do remember this one feeling a little stiffer than Infusion to me. But that may just be memory lies. Oh yeah, that's what's in there. That's what's making that noise. Little bastards that chew on you. I don't think there's even a reason to go up there either. I think that's just a haha fuck you trap. Pretty sure I can't... yeah. I don't think there's actually anything in there. If there is, I can always care about it later. If people are expecting me to do things like infinite bomb jumping and such, you're looking at the wrong guy, by the way. Just gonna warn you about that one right now. I am no speedrunner, nor will I ever be. I know a few things, but that's mostly a knowledge thing rather than a this can be used thing. Since we have bombs now, and I can't jump up high enough to go this way, I probably am meant to head down into Norfair at this point. After going and grabbing the things that are down there in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, you have to kind of balance your options in situations like that. You need to not break your bottom line, but hire somebody competent enough to not fuck everything up completely. Like, there are certain high-risk jobs, either risk to the person doing the job or risk to the company if they fuck up, that you need to be particular in how you hire and who you hire. Hello, statue, tell me things. Yep, what do you know? I'm supposed to go to Norfair. It's almost like this was the only direction I could go. Which I appreciate that these statues exist in this, is it does give you a guide point to work off of. Especially if you are new to this genre and want some kind of guidance system. But it's more or less optional, I think, because I don't think the doors are locked, unlike in Fusion, until you get your guiding thing going. I believe you can actually just go and then find a statue if you're lost. But I'm not 100% sure on that one, because it's been too long. And that's why I don't use the charge beam on these things, because it's very easy to just hit the damn bug and not hit the target. Because you time it wrong. Actually, was I stupid? No, I wasn't stupid. Or, not stupid for that reason, anyway. Get rid of all these little bastards so I have some room to work here. Because what I could do is... This is why I want to get rid of these little shits. Of course I overdid it, because I'm still reacclimating to those moves. That's not enough, huh? I'm trying to move too damn fast because I'm trying to avoid these stupid flies. As you know, if I don't get rid of the flies, they're just gonna knock me down and be annoying. And it just becomes a lot more than it needs to be. God. Well, that is definitely something I can do, yes. That's not what I'm trying to do. Brain, what the fuck is wrong with you today? Every time I hop over there, I just have this brain lag where I do not push the button quick enough. These stupid fucking flies repopulate just quick enough to be the most tedious thing in creation. Because the positioning becomes such a nuisance. You know what? Fuck these missiles. I don't want these missiles that badly. I just cannot be bothered right now. This is not worth the aggravation of dealing with this. All it is 5 fucking missiles. It is not worth the frustration of dealing with these stupid infinitely spawning flies that they thought were a good idea for some reason. I would rather die to not having those 5 missiles than keep dealing with these stupid infinitely spawning flies. I'm pretty sure there's a way to make them stop spawning. I just don't remember. So we'll just deal with that later. Oh, I know. I know they understand what they did. And I wish them a permanent swarm of flies so they understand how it feels. Not big enough flies to do them harm, just big enough flies to just aggravate what they're trying to do constantly. I am not in good enough condition today to be fighting with a swarm of flies to do a jump like that. It's not even a hard jump. You literally just have to launch yourself with a bomb into that hole. Like, I know exactly how to do it and what to do. I'm Mother Brain. Yes, you see me going down the elevator. Congratulations. You have the ability to look at your domain. Good for you. Got that brain in a jar, thinking it's so important. Just down here causing trouble, making me have to come over here and kick its ass. I don't remember if I want to go this way first or the other way, but I'm gonna go this way first. I think I wanted to go the other way first. Because we can't ledge grab yet. He says as he continues to go this way because he does what he does. Oh yeah, this is the other elevator. Yeah. Where does this elevator spit me out again? Criteria, of course. Yep, yep. An unmapped section of it, so we may as well poke our nose around while we're here. Because when in doubt, always just wander around as much as humanly possible, unless you know where you're going. Because if you wander hard enough, you'll find where you're supposed to be eventually. Which in this particular case, this is definitely somewhere I'm going to need to be, but I don't think I can do what we do here yet. Or is this where I get that? Unknown item. We don't know what to do with that. Oh no. Sir, could you send me somewhere, please? For some reason I thought he's... Oh yeah, this is what I needed to get past those, yeah. This is the beam that breaks those blocks. Excellent. Now, admittedly, getting out of the water here is going to be a bit of a thing. There we go. Thankfully, I know wall jumping is in all of these, so there's always a way out of those situations. I don't think I'm meant to be going this way right now, but I'm going this way because I can. Because if you remember from the map, we were told to go to a spot in Norfair, which was to the right. I'm just running off and doing things I know I can do, because I can do them. Because that's the spirit of a Metroid game, is... Oh, you want me to go that way? But what about this way, though? What about going any way other than where you wanted me to go? For sake of exploring. If you're wondering if playing this type of game a lot is why the way I path through games makes no sense half the time, It's probably part of it. Yeah. Yeah. Probably has something to do with it. Hope you wanted more missiles. I'm gonna wait for that block because I think thanks to the water we weren't gonna be able to clear that. Yeah, there we go. And this is why I wasn't worried about grabbing the 5 missiles that were in an annoying room, because there are so many missiles available in Metroid games. It's fine. Nah. They're just water. See? Everything is fine. I think even the lava droplets don't hurt you. They're just kind of there. Now, if somebody could hack the game to make those hurt, I don't think it would make that big a difference. It would definitely be annoying, and it could definitely get someone killed if they didn't know about it. But that would mostly just be really annoying. For no benefit as well. It'd just be like, hey, guess what? We made your game more annoying. Which I know is something that a lot of people are all about because they love making games harder for themselves. Actually, have I done a thing here? Did I do a thing by going this path? Because I might not be able to go back the way I came right now. I may have to actually go the long way around to get back. Because I did a silly thing and didn't grab the correct path over there. Which actually, I don't even know if that's the correct path over there. You might have been denied if you went to the right. I don't remember. We haven't saved, so technically I'm not stuck if that is a problem. But these games are also usually good about giving you multiple options anyway, so... Let's just follow up what I was doing over here then, and see if we can get back over there. Just do the classic, I'm doing it my way. This is when we find out, no, the way I went's actually the intended correct path, and I just don't know what to do with that information anymore. That is not what I meant to do at all, but I also immediately forgot that they had a hole there, because of course they had a fucking hole there. Yeah, pretty much. As I frequently warn people, if you're following me, you're probably going the wrong way. But we'll get somewhere. Where? I don't know. Somewhere. Whee! Oh, wait. I think this actually might be one of the few soft lock spots, actually. Because I think if we don't have the right things, we actually straight up can't get out of here. Oh, wait, no. This is one we can break out of. Okay, we're fine. As soon as I remember the pathing in here. Or is this a one-way? Oh, there we go. It's going to be annoying, because these sections are very frequently designed that way. But we got this. Hey there, Char, and I will try to remember. And hopefully your doctor's appointment goes well. But I appreciate you popping in. Oh, there's the power grip. So yes, this is actually where I wanted to be then. I think I am actually going the intended path. Because now this raises up. Lift to the sky, O statue, so that I may lift myself to the sky. This is here to teach you how your ledge climbing works. And let you practice. Now take note. We actually can't clear that jump to go back. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we can't go back right now. The only path is forward now. But we will find our way around to it eventually. At worst, I might be doing things slightly out of order. At best, I've accidentally went the right way. Yeah, I can't reach that, I don't think. Short of bomb jumping my way up there. Whee! Hey, look, our ship. Funny how that works out. Trying to keep ahead of some notifications so they don't pile up. Save. Now take note of the fact that our ship is here, but it's not the same spot, because we haven't actually looped. I don't believe. I believe the ship moves in this one to available spots so that you have a save point. Yeah, this does, however, lead us back to that, where we came in here from. So if we want to, we can go back and make use of the power grip in order to get back to where it wants us to be. But in keeping with what I've been doing, what's this way? Denial, that's what's that way. Denial, sadness, and a brick wall. What do you know? We found denial and we didn't even have to go to Egypt for it. We still can't go to the right from here, I don't think. So back we go. Go ahead and hop down here, which I think is extra. I don't think we need to be going this way. But goodies, prizes, things, stuff, all of those things we like so much. In this case, more missiles I don't have to fight flies for. If you're wondering if the whole avoiding fighting flies thing is going to become a running joke, you might be right. Hey there, ABC, how you been? Yeah, now we can grab this, because this is what I was saying was why I couldn't reach that, is because we didn't have ledge grabbing. Duck that guy, because I don't feel like dealing with him. Now we can save comfortably back in this position again. And go the way we're supposed to be going. Yeah, we did actually need ledge grab to proceed anyway, so that was the intended path. Once again, this is how I learned to do things, is because you get so used to the intended path actually being the wrong way because you're missing something to go the intended way that it just becomes habit to go the wrong way first. Wrong way in quotes because the wrong way is the right way, but you get the idea. Yeah, we can't reach that one yet because I think there's a... Yeah, I think we're supposed to freeze those guys when they jump up, and we don't have Ice Beam yet. Spoilers, there's an Ice Beam in this game. What? A Metroid game with an Ice Beam? Say it ain't so. What a crazy concept. Now, this seems dangerous, which is exactly why we're going this way. Is if the path is dangerous, there must be prizes. Or in this case, there must be me setting myself on fire, because that seems like a great idea. You know, I'm not sure I actually wanted to be up here. I'm not sure what your question actually is there, ABC. Like, are you saying how much usage does it have as far as, like, how much it would stress a system? Or, like, how many sprites and such this uses? I said two different things, so I'm not sure which one you're thatting at. Was it the first one or the second one? Let's go with that, because that'll be the easier way. I do not have them to hand personally. Oh, this takes up like nothing. This is just running a Game Boy Advance game. This is very, very simple to run. I cannot direct you to where the files would be, but getting an emulator set up is very easy. The one I'm specifically using is MGBA because it's the easiest one to use these days. I wouldn't even say it's using 10% of a modern GPU. It's probably more like 5. I don't have an active readout in front of me for what my GPU usage is. Oh, I'm sure you could, but it would involve going back in time a good 10 years. I say that because it used to be that some GBA emulators were actually bad enough that really bad laptops once upon a time would actually have trouble. The 1070 is a good marker 10 years ago, yes, but there are plenty of really shitty laptops and such that I know from 10 years ago that absolutely would struggle. But yeah, it is also wild to think that 10 years ago was the 1070. Yeah. I understood what you meant. You have a good meal, ABC. Like, at the moment you start thinking about how long ago anything was, it starts getting real wacky, especially when you consider the year 2000 specifically was 24 years ago. Like, that one in particular messes with my head sometimes. Because I keep forgetting how much time has passed as some things at this point. Same, Snork. Same. Considering, you know, things like this were new when I was growing up. Like, I think I was in high school when the Game Boy Advance was new. was either middle school or high school when the Game Boy Advance first came out. Because I don't remember exactly what year the Game Boy Advance came out anymore. Yeah, I do need to be in that end of that room. I never said I wasn't. In fact, I would factor it as highly likely that I am older than a lot of the people who come watch this. And that's not even with me being exceptionally old. That's just me being reasonably old. Because this market is usually a market of 20 to 30-year-olds. Holds in my experience, where I am past that. Not that I'm even past that by that much, but it still can make a difference at times for perspective. I'm just quickly getting health back in case people are wondering why I'm running back and forth over here. Because this guy's nice and easy to get health from. Because I made mistakes and sat in lava like an idiot. And I'd rather not have to go back to the save point. See, even back then, I didn't get that into Pokemon. I played Red version for a bit. I think I touched on Ruby for a very brief period. I didn't end up ever playing Gold or Silver, even though theoretically they would have been easier for me to get my hands on at the time I was playing Pokemon, because that would have been closer to when I originally played the Red version. But I don't think we ever actually got a copy of that back then. I don't remember. But we also only had so much to work with there, and there were many hands that wanted it. So that's always a thing. Well, many hands is an exaggeration. There were multiple hands, but either way. And I just had more interest in other things. So it's kind of crazy to think about the fact that my memories from those times are finally fading enough that I can't even be like, oh yeah, I played this the most when I was, like, before 15. Like, I never really held on to those memories that hard to begin with. But I'm just realizing, thinking about it now, it's like, you know, those are just kind of somewhat gone. So that's a thing. Because, like, I remember things like, for example, trying Final Fantasy X when it was fairly new and not caring for it. And that being, I think, the point where I realized I'm kind of just out of Final Fantasy at that point. Not that there's anything horrifically wrong with any of that. That just was my learning point where I'm like, you know, I think I'm just kind of done with this. I think it's more interesting to me to do other things. Man, that lava does so much damage at this stage of the game. These jumps are particular. I actually wanted to be down here in the first place, though. There we go. Because you need to jump to that one in order to make it across, because you're going to hit the ceiling on the other one. After I made the wacky corner jump to get back there. I feel like you get the Ice Beam early in this one compared to most. I'm not 100% on that. It's been too long. Actually, that's apparently confirmed to be it was either a Pikachu or a Raichu that's actually a very, very rare spawn in the power plant. Might even be both. But I remember seeing people talking about like a 1% spawn of those in there. It just ends up seeming like a bug because the rarity is so absurd, but that is actually a thing. One sec. Gotta respond to a message just right quickly. Phone, please. These messages would be responded to. Who already? Okay. Now, having fought with my phone enough to type those messages, I jump in lava, because that's clearly the right idea here. Now, having the ice beam, we can freeze things like this and use them as platforms, is the main idea at the minute. But they're gonna be asking me to do a bit. Because we just basically make our own platforms. There we go. I think I froze him too high. Nah, that works. I just couldn't do it directly, but it's a workable path regardless. And now they want us to go back. Oh, is it grade time already? Really? Huh. I knew it doesn't take awfully long to get to Kraid, but I thought for some reason we had a couple more steps to go before we got to him. On an ideal day, I could probably beat this game in one sitting. Today, I'm probably going to probably only get us like halfway. If I were to hazard a guess, is probably only going to be like a 4-hour stream, 5-hour stream today. Yep. That room's hotter than hell. But yeah, the whole encountering a Pikachu and thinking that that's just a bug or something that just straight up can't be is right up there with when people were first experiencing shiny Pokemon and thinking that they were a bug, so they would reset their games and such. Not realizing that those are just a rare chance thing. And now they've become such a popular goddamn commodity in that community. Makes me laugh every time. That's not to say there aren't a lot of quirks of the Pokemon community that make me laugh, like, every time. If there were a quirky community, that would definitely be one of them. That's not to say that most communities like that don't have some rather significant quirks after a certain point. Because I don't think you could pick a community and not find some quirks with it. Especially once they pass a certain size, just because simple percentages at that point. You have thousands of people in there, you're invariably going to have a few kind of weird ones in there. And that's not even meant as a negative. Sometimes the weird ones are the ones with the best ideas in a community. Once again, a very large variable there, but there's the potential for that to be true. I'm glad these elevators aren't that long. I really expected that elevator to be longer for some reason, even though we'd already ridden that elevator. How do I get there again? Because obviously the elevator to get to Kraid is there, but we don't have a marked section of map indicating that. So I don't remember if it's just like something I break over there that gets us there or whatnot, but we'll figure it out when we get there. And if anybody's expecting a quick kill on Kraid, don't, because I do not remember the quick kill at all, and I don't think I have what I need for it. I think I'm missing something. So I think there might be something you have to get that you're not supposed to have to be able to do that. Or at least to do one of the ways. But I might also be getting my bosses crossed again. Once again, having just enough knowledge to have my ideas get mixed up in my head, but not enough to be like, oh yeah, it's this. Because it's just not something I kept stored guaranteed in my mind. It's not knowledge I use. I paused at just the right time so that door turned gray, and I'm like, wait, did I get locked in here? I had a concern for just a very split second there. There's a reason to go in here, I'm sure. What that reason is, we'll figure it out. That is certainly possible. At least out of the current discussion. Oh yeah, we can't actually do that till we have Speed Booster. Well, rip that item. We just know it's there and we can't have it. Yeah, with it being 2024, it's entirely possible for people to have missed the majority of, like, the Game Boy Advance life cycle, for example, but still be in their 20s. I think that lines up. Because wasn't the Game Boy Advance, like, 2001 onward? Or was it 2002 and 3? Onward. Actually, you know, I'm gonna look. I don't remember. It's gonna bug me now. Yeah, in Japan, March 21st, 2001. Yeah, in North America, it was June 11th, 2001. So yeah. 23 years ago, the system that this game is on released. I could have swore I remembered seeing something saying one of the two could be found there, but like I said, maybe it's the Raichu that spawns in there, or the people claiming that were lying to me. Also entirely possible. I just remember seeing it mentioned that it was a 1% spawn, or it is in fact a bug and they were just labeling it as a 1% spawn because they get their information mixed as far as that goes. Could go either way with that, really. Oh, we're at the Kraid elevator. I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm not that concerned about that. I will just take your word for that. Because like I said, all I had to work off of that was hearsay. Because I had never played the yellow version myself. I was of course aware of the fact that your starting Pikachu never evolved, but there were claims that there were other ones. Okay. You know, there was also the whole Mew rumors and the red version, blue version, and such, so, you know, invariably there's going to be misinformation out there. That's just how that works. I think I go the other way first, don't I? In here. Nah, it's like I said, it's not something I need to worry about. My brain stores information, and that's the only reason I still had that information from having received that bit of hearsay in my brain to begin with. This Pokemon is definitely a series that means very little to me. Like, it exists, and it's fine that it exists, but I have zero attachment to it. Yeah, these are all grapple rails. Well, of course. It's a rumored thing that it's like, well, nobody has this, or like 2 people have this, and somebody rolls up and goes, well, here's how you get it, and everybody believes them because they don't know any better, and the information's not out there to be like, oh yeah, this is clearly a lie. Because, you know, that's before the internet became common enough that you could just look things up.
I started blasting. Bang! Bang! Now I don't see so good, so I missed.
Always. Always be blasting. I think this is the way I want to be going. Yeah, because this will give me the map. And then with the map, I can actually figure out which way I'm meant to be going around in this. And yeah, it's the end of that room up there above me. You drop down over there, then you go to the right, and I think that's how you get to Kraid. Then you fight Kraid, you get the thing behind Kraid, and then things go on.
Beep, beep.
Exact. Noom. This is also a fun little thing. Whee!
Kill them all.
All things that get in my way will be destroyed. I'm not sure I can get that, because I think this is at just the exact right positioning. That at the very least this is gonna be a pain. Not yet, but we will be. There's a trick to getting to that without doing the thing you're supposed to, but I don't remember how to do it. Because I think there's like a specific timing where you can mash jump and actually climb those blocks more or less. Because you somehow bypass the fact that they're breaking. This is the wrong way. Like, there's all kinds of goofy nonsense you can break these games with. provided you know well enough how to do them. Which is, of course, why these games became so heavily speedrun. It's a little low, but I think I can still make that. Yep, there we go. Or a little high was the issue, but either way. I feel like I'm going the wrong way, but I'm gonna... Wait, I can use these? Or am I just... No, I think I can't use them. I can just touch them. I think I'm missing the thing to power them, is the issue with those. So I'm running out of paths to take that don't involve those, so maybe I'm remembering wrong how to use those. We already were in here and we got the map from there. Maybe there's another way across the room above me. Samus, please. You don't need to a crazy jump every time. It's okay. I'm gonna quickly reset the room so I bring the floor back so I don't fall. Now, yeah, this is the floor we want up here, presumably. If I'm thinking right and I have to go across this somehow. Yeah, see, I can't aim up to hit that, so I don't think that's a thing. I'm pretty sure I'm just missing what I need to use those. I think this is the one that... Oh, no. This is not makeable without using that. No. No. I'm remembering something wrong then. So where was the path? So I don't think it's in that red door up here, but it might be. Just bear with me because this can be a little weird to path through if you don't remember the way. Especially when you have weird partial memories causing you to argue with yourself about where you're supposed to be going. Like, I feel like this is the right way because this has the infinite spawners, and usually they use those infinite spawners to give you health for where the path to a boss fight is. Yeah, there we go. That's the thing. We go down here and use this to launch up. And that then gets us up here. So in this particular case, we're presented with another save point that I cannot reach the same way I thought I did. True. I would be surprised if they expected anything else. But you never know when new people show up that are going to be very confused at what I'm doing, so... Gotta keep that base covered, you know? How do I get to that save point? Well, one way or the other, I can get that. Of course, now we're down here again, so I'm gonna have to launch back up, but that's fine. The launch is fun. People who haven't been here the entire time, Snork. Happens a lot, actually. Especially with a game like this that people actually know exists. Is it a weird thing where I'm supposed to, like, break this block? No. I don't... Oh, right, I loop around from the other one, don't I? Yeah, that's the thing. This save point's not actually accessible from this room. You have to go all the way around and then come out the other door. For some reason, I thought it went the other way, but I think I'm barking up the wrong tree there. Just take a little dip in the lava. It's fine. Yeah, there's your way back up if you need to go back. Here's a room full of lava because, in case you missed it, that's the idea of this entire section, is rooms full of lava. Though even from this side, I'm not really sure how they mean for me to get to that save point. I don't remember how they mean me to do this. Like, obviously I can do that. No, but that's a one-way path. Sometimes I have to sit here and reason out how I get places again, because some of these are a little strange. Some of them are unique, yeah. Is, like, from the perspective of these, to a certain degree, just being the wildlife of this planet, they make perfect sense. And then there's some that are just kind of strange. Yeah, there's the block I need to break. There we go. There we go. That was the thing. I needed to activate the rails. Unfortunately, I have to go across this one from the other side. Or not? What am I supposed to do here then, game? Do I just hotfoot that? Oh, no, I see what I'm supposed to do. Except now they're not going to spawn again, because of course not. Oh, there we go. For some reason, that just was not coming across. There we go. I think I was supposed to use the rail, but I was going to jump across those guys to get there. Because the rail, for some reason, was stuck on the other side. Yeah, now that we've activated that, now we can actually use those rail lines to go places. For some reason, I thought it was attached to an item, but I think I'm remembering the wrong game. Because they've done a similar bit in a few of these. You son of a bitch. You really can just grab me from anywhere I'm hanging out, huh? Oh, this guy's gonna be annoying. I don't remember the right way to deal with this guy. You know, aside from be faster than I am, which is not something I'm usually very good at in Metroid games, is being fast on my feet, because feels just slightly off as far as movement goes to me. Oh, I see. I get it now. It is just timing. But sometimes Samus decides not to grab the thing. Let's just hang out here a second, though, because this fight's easy because you can just heal by shooting the things he spits out. So we'll just go back to full health, and then we'll do this fight properly now that I've gotten my molasses brain to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Yes, yes. Hit me. Go across, shoot him a bunch. Wait for him to start grabbing again. Go up. Not sure what does more damage to him. So I'm just gonna kind of hammer him with things and hope for the best. He'll die eventually. Because at this point, he now is never going to hit me as long as I don't fuck up the timing. He's changing colors, so he's dying. Oh. Well, that's annoying. Oh, there he goes, doing the thing again. Okay. I wasn't sure if he was gonna move the lava again like that, yeah. I'm just gonna stand here. Fuck you and your mechanics. You don't do enough damage with that for me to care. Yeah, that's the thing, is if he was raising the lava and jumping at the same time, we'd actually be in trouble because I wouldn't be able to reach the rail to grab. Yes, yes, melt a little more of my health. Oh no. What a shame. You annoying little worm. You could just be so kind as to actually die sometime today. That would be very nice of you. I thought he was going to do another pull wave there. That's why I stayed. Come on. Come on. I don't have all day to fight you. He's speeding up a little bit. There we go. He's dead. Get most of the resources I burnt on him back. I could go back to the save point, but honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal. You know, I'm not really sure what the point to... Oh wait, yeah, because we went the other way around, right? I was gonna say I'm not sure what the point of that room was, and then my brain kicked in again. I assure you, I'm not this stupid normally.
Hello there.
Hello again, Nixie. How you doing? Everything's still working out for you? I'm sorry to hear that you're still getting destroyed by allergies. Appreciate that. Just chipping my way through the zero mission as much as my tired, urgent, cooked brain will allow me. And hit the save point, which is why I wasn't worried about going to the other one. And then it should be time to go take the path that we take to go fight Kraid. It's kind of funny in a way how similar the paths are for chunks of this to some parts of Super Metroid, in addition to, obviously, since this is more or less a retelling, I believe, of the first Metroid. The pathing would, of course, be very similar there, but they added bits to this one. Right, that's the thing with that, is you're supposed to come over here, clear those, and then take the rail. And these are for bringing the rails back and forth, which is what I was supposed to do when they were teaching me about these rails in the first place. There we go. Brain lag strikes again. Pretty sure I don't need to fight this guy, but he's gonna be upsetting if I don't kill him. So we're just gonna get rid of him. This one, however, I don't... No, I do need to fight this one. He's gonna be worse. You know what? Enjoy all of the missiles. All of this just to get another missile tank. Is there actually something down here? Yeah, because that's fake lava. Right. This is the correct path. Yeah, because the fake lava is necessary, I think. It's kind of a dick move that they do that. I think we actually need to go that way, but I think there's something over here as well. At the very least, there's enemies to get health back from. Can I actually... No, I can't reach that with a bottle jump. So the better play then would probably be to freeze both of you further over out of the way. And then grab that. And yeah, that's the problem with that idea. That's what I thought. Thing is, if I try to ride this, I'm just gonna get hit, right? Yeah, because I just hit the wall and that doesn't work. I forget how you're meant to get this. Because this is all breakable floor, so if you try to roll across this, you're just gonna fall. But if you try to take the rail, you're also going to just fall, because you're gonna slam into the brick there if you somehow make it past all of these. It's just a missile tank. Not gonna worry about it. Okay, ABC, it was good to see you. You have a good one. Yeah, this is just the other side of that room, so this is useless. Sure, that is a thing I need to hit up there. Isn't it? No, it isn't. Because otherwise it would have indicated what it needed when I shot it. But I can't hit that block directly with a missile either. So I think this might actually be just the way back from fighting Kraid then. And we do actually only have the option of going the way I was saying I was going to go after going this way. That's unfortunate. Especially being immediately pinned in a corner by those guys. But we got that health back immediately, so that's good news at least. Is there an easy to kill enemy right around here somewhere? Yeah. Because they almost always provide something that's easy to farm for health near boss doors. something important going on in Discord? Hang on. No, it's just more free things being prompted. Apparently, yeah, that's a thing. Lots of Discords I'm in have a bunch of those free stuff bots that go, hey, this is free over here, this is free over there, this is free there. And a lot of the time it's like, oh, I have that already, because insert 3 other services gave that away for free before. But don't get me wrong, I'm glad a lot of services have picked up the idea of giving games away for free periodically. But it definitely ends up with a lot of repetition in it because of who's willing to let their game be given away for free. I'm pretty sure it's partially a developer/publisher agreement thing that they have to work through with that kind of thing. I say developer or publisher agreement because, you know, some devs are self-published, so they would be their own publishers at that point. And I think only missing a little bit of health, that should be fine. Yeah, because we drop down this hole, then we break that, we drop down this hole. There might even be a save point here before Kraid. Yep. So that whole grinding thing was pointless, but I couldn't remember if there was another save right before him or not. And I didn't want to chance it and then have to redo a bunch of things. Yeah, but see, there's the infinite spawners again as well to make sure you have all the missiles you're gonna need and anything like that. Yeah, there's the thing we need. How do I get to Kraid? I think it's up here. No, because we can't go that way yet. Is it literally just in the middle here? No. What am I supposed... Is it one of the weird in the save point ones? Or did I just blind streamer moment again? Might be blind streamer moment again. Because, like, obviously... Yeah, no, I see what I was supposed to do, and I just went the wrong way doing it. Is you just go down this tube instead of the other tube, and then you gain the ability to break these blocks. I think I'm once again mixing the Kraid path from one of the other Metroids with this one and confusing myself. Now, the main difference between those statues and the save points is I think the save points don't restore missiles. Now we have full access through this area. Now we use the save room again so that I don't have to remember that path again. His brain be brain. There we go. Oh, I accidentally hit that block already. Okay. Not really sure why you would missile those blocks there. That seems like it would just cause you trouble instead of helping you. Because I don't think you could jump high enough to reach that middle spot straight away. I don't know why I'm fighting all these stupid things. This... Really, another save room? Huh. You're being much more generous with save rooms than I anticipated. Then again, this is first major boss, so it makes sense that they'd be giving you a bunch of save points. Now take note of the crack in the floor here. I'm pretty sure that's what leads to the fight. I think that's what was confusing me between in the paths, is you can go this way and get something for the fight, I think. There we go, there's where the block was. No, this is the way back. Okay. I thought there was like an energy tank or something up here. There might be, and I'm just not spotting where it lives. I can't believe I avoided that. Every now and then I do good things. Whee! Maybe it's somewhere in this mess that I was remembering the energy tank. It's either that or that pathway is just bringing back like nightmare memories from Confusion. With the hallway you fall down right next to where an energy tank is. And then you have to fight Nightmare. If you don't get the energy tank, then you don't have it for the fight. This is just a speed booster path down here, right? Yeah. Of course, one of you weirdos before the boss fight. Thankfully, they don't take much to destroy in this one. A little bit of boss intro for Kraid. And now it's time to fight the big boy. In the eye, shoot him a couple times. Now he breaks one of the platforms. Make it easier for him to hit me and harder for me to hit him. Because you'll notice he always throws those blades every time you hit him. Or at the very least, it's timed well enough right now that it's seeming like every time. Okay, he knocked me down. Use his little nubbin things here to climb up and keep finishing him off. There we go. Pretty sure that's Kraid done and dusted already. He's not a very hard fight. He never has been and probably never will be. That's one boss down and dusted. And for that, we get the speed booster. We can now go full Noom. Can I not Shine Spark yet? Or did I do it wrong? Might be that I hit the block at the same time. Yeah, I did. That's the important thing about the speed booster for those that don't understand. You can pause yourself partway through your speed boosting in order to do what's referred to as a Shine Spark. I think I've actually fucked up by stopping partway. Wait, no, there's a way out. They idiot-proof a bunch of these so that if you screw up to shows off or you screw up in general, there's a way out. Yeah, basically, if I duck partway through sprinting around, you'll notice I start glowing. And then if I do a certain input, I can throw myself in whatever direction I please, which allows me to break the same blocks that running at it with Speed Booster would. It's a very handy thing to do in certain places. These require Speed Booster, which we established before. I'm not actually sure. Oh wait, I think I understand. Is these use Speed Booster blocks too, don't they? Yeah. So what you do is you just run from the other room into this one. When in doubt, if you've got a long run-up like this, you may as well run in each direction off of that run-up, because there's probably Speed Booster blocks in both directions. That's just a good rule of thumb. Getting your distance right is also very important. I don't think the distance even really changes between Metroid games either, so I don't even have that excuse. That was just me being too lazy to clear enough crabs to make enough room to do it correctly. Because the safe option with things like that is to get the speed booster going before you enter the room that you need to speed boost in. It removes any worry about fiddle happening. How do these... Oh, right, because these are breakable. Okay. So what they expect me to do then is to break enough of these that I can get up to this ledge. Then I freeze this guy. Then I go up. And then we're good. That gets me to a speed boosting corridor here. Or to these two doors up top. One of which is a save point, so we don't need to worry about ever having to kill Kraid again. Not that that was that big a worry for the fact, but you know. There was every reality in which I just botched that fight so hard that he manages to kill me. And it would have been very embarrassing, but to some of you, probably very funny. So... take your pick whether it was a good thing that I won that fight or not. What am I supposed to do in this room? I think I see what I'm... Oh no, it's very simple actually. The speed boosting bit there is a trap. What you can do though, actually, and I may as well show it off. Is you get a head of speed built up as soon as I get enough speed going. Hang on. And I fucked it up immediately. Way to go, mate. Way to go. Just melting yourself because you're trying to do a thing that you don't remember how to do properly. How do I horizontal shine spark again? Because apparently it's not as simple as I remember it being, or it's different in this one. Because remember when I said you could shine spark in any direction? The problem is shine sparking in directions other than up can be kind of tricky until you remember how to do it. What is the input for a horizontal shine spark? Because it really should just be doing that, but it's not working. Like, obviously you could just sprint up there and jump as well, and you'll probably make it most of the way, but it's gonna bug me now, so just give me a second. Oh, it's because I'm forgetting to hold jump when I'm doing it. Yeah, because you have to press up and hold forward, more or less, to make it work. Because the up initiates the Shine Spark, and holding forward makes it go forward. But of course, I need to not run off the edge trying to do this. There we go. But they weren't all speed booster blocks, so that didn't work. But that's the idea. I'm just way too rusty at doing that kind of thing, so I'm not going to give the best example of it, but that's the idea. That's why I just hop across it instead of trying to do a fancy move like that, because that's low-end techniques, really, for a Metroid game. But I usually just do everything with the most basic of basic maneuvering, so that's why I haven't really got a hand on that. My big party trick is usually I'm pretty good at wall jumping. And even that is not a high tier move. Pew 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 pew, you'll never catch me, ha 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 ha. Uh-oh, they caught me. Can't see. Anyway, everything's fine. Of course, you know, I say I'm good at wall jumping, and then I apparently can't do it to save my life in this one. And I can't even say that, oh, this one probably changed the wall jumping. I feel like it probably didn't, and I'm just doing a bad job of it today. I know some of them, the wall jump timing is a little different, but I don't think this is one of them. I want to say this one and Fusion are fairly similar, and my wall jumping in Fusion's pretty good. So, I feel like I'm just doing a bad job today, but it's fine. We don't need that to get through, so just not gonna worry about that. Now, as far as the YouTube upload goes, I'm probably gonna slice the War Z section off the front of this and have this be its own bit. Ridley is being told things are happening. Because of course, now we're gonna have more problems. Oh hey, that just broke. Funny how that works. Pop that open. What do you have to tell me? Going back to Norfair. Going all the way over here. Okay. Thank you, Chozo statue. Hop and hit, hop, hit, hop, ha. What do you want? Oh yeah, now it's gonna mark the boss souls basically over there. Because that's basically our goal, is take out enough bosses to get access to Torian, go into Torian, do the thing. Okay. Oh yeah, I may as well point this out. This is where the energy tank I was talking about that I said I couldn't be bothered to get at before. We can actually get it fairly easily now. So I may as well grab that so we have some more health. That is if I stop missing. Is the easy answer, I think, is I can just freeze one of those guys on their way down. And then we can just grab it. Do these guys freeze or do they die? No, they just die. Never mind, that's not gonna work. Because I don't have enough room to just get a speed boost going, so I'm gonna have to wait for high jump. Or get better at jumping than I currently am, which, I'm not that fussed about it right now. We have a goal in mind, and we will head toward the goal. Because we'll get other energy tanks. I am gonna want to come back for that one at some point, because we are gonna want a good amount of energy tanks for the later bits of the game, especially with how I've been playing so far, but we don't need it right now. Not super important anyway. Now, the question mark in my mind... one of many question marks in my mind, really. Okay, that isn't an actual passage. Now, the thing of it is... I don't remember if there's anything else I can go grab right quick before we head on our way. I think we've pretty well stripped this area of most of the things we'd want out of it. Because I don't think there's a point to going up that upper path up there right now. So this way and down and off to nowhere we go again. Do I feel the need to save here? Nah, not really. There'll be another save point pretty close. And yes, I know I'm getting distracted. That's going to be the way of things on days like this where I'm flying along through something like this while tired. Brain is not focusing on what brain is doing. His brain is not doing much at the moment for this. Which would be a great time to start talking about conversation topics if I could get my brain to actually think of one. We'll go ahead and save here. That moment when you pick up the phone to answer a message thinking you were in the middle of the save animation and then look up to realize you hadn't pressed the button to save yet. Way to go, me. Way to go. Just putting on a great show when you keep getting distracted by your phone every 5 seconds. Okay, speed booster again. So, why is that necessary? Or is that just a way to get through here faster? Probably just bypasses the climbing, right? Or is there like a floor section that the speed booster breaks? I don't remember. We already went and got the thing up there. No, because this room's full of lava, so there would be no good way down. But I needed to get here. Okay. So I need to clear enough of a path that I can just get the run up to do that. Which, there's already a clear path, so... There we go. And now we do it again. This time actually having to clear a path, though. Leave him where he is. I probably wanted to grab what was in that room before I did that, though, didn't I? Probably. No, no, that's a green door. We can't open those yet. They can't open. Those are, I think, super missile doors? Unless they changed the color scheme for doors at some point, which I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure those are still super missile doors. These are the same flying enemies we had in Fusion, just without the armor plating on the arms. Oh, hey, high jump. What do you know? Okay, so with high jump in hand... Oh, high jump and spring ball are one item in this. Okay. I couldn't remember if they were separate items in this one or not. Oh, that's hot. Yeah. Now the ball all can jump, which is very, very handy in a handful of situations. Case in point, the situation I was getting annoyed at the flies in a few rooms back. So I guess since we have Spring Ball, it might not be a bad idea for me to go back and go get that energy tank before I forget. Except I can't because speed booster in the way. So that precludes that idea. Right side, more missiles. Doing that bit again. Okay. You, tell me things. What do you know? Now we gotta go back. Of course, somehow I end up being asked a bunch of questions while I'm trying to get things done. But they are fairly time-sensitive questions, and it is important that I tell people these things, so... It's fine. It's fine. Was there a point to going this way? Right, because this is how you get back up, yeah. But if they want me going up, that means... might be something else still down here, then. I thought this was the way toward progress, which is why I was going to turn around. And there's still another missile container there. Okay. Oh, I think I can't go this way yet. At all. And I think the item's behind him. And I think... yeah, I'm not gonna have enough room to get speed boost going in here either, so... never mind. This was entirely pointless to try to go through before her backtracking and coming back. RIP. There was potential there, and then the potential was lost. Eat. Yes, this is the right height. I mean, this will get me where I'm going, yeah. I could technically go a different way. And going the other way would probably be the wiser idea. I meant to freeze him, but we can reach, so it's fine. Oh wait, this yeah, this does let me go across. Okay. I had a panic moment there, like, wait, am I gonna have to go around anyway? No, because I can dig through here. We're fine. We'll quickly save here so that I don't have to do that whole rigmarole again in case I do something stupid. Okay. I'm not even in the right line by being here, actually, but there is an item over there to go get. So I think we can actually get this now with this combination of abilities we have at this point. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Well, it would help if Samus would jump when I tell her to jump, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, because I think we took a look at this and realized, oh yeah, that's gonna be a whole issue to try to do right now. Yeah, I need to wait for them to come over here to do this the easy way. So what we do is we just freeze them right there. Or apparently that's not gonna reach. Okay, never mind. And we'll just do it like that. Because the item's up there. And obviously you could just freeze him and grab it even before, but it's easier with our improved jumping to get at that, because you could reach it from the bottom if you would rather do that. So now, having grabbed that, there's nothing else in this loop we can do, so we want to drop down and head on back this way. Back and to the left. Into the burning hole, because I, for some reason, keep thinking it's a great idea to jump on the lava, forgetting I still don't have protection from that. Because sometimes I'm a genius. So having gone and gotten a few more missiles, do I care enough to save? Yeah. If for nothing else, preventing me from deciding to go get that again. Brain, please. If you could just work with me, Brain, that would be grand. Hands, you are part of this too. Y'all need to start cooperating. Did I... Brain, please. Guess who just autopiloted right back in the same fucking loop again? And only caught it after he got here. I'll give you a hint, it's the guy who's annoyed with himself right now. Why am I like this? Let this be a lesson that if your room is too hot and you're already tired because you got up at like 6 o'clock in the morning because your body is a fucking asshole, maybe don't do something that requires much brain power. Not that this should be taking much brain power, but apparently I can still manage to screw these things up sometimes. Which is just impressive, really. Not the good kind of impressive. There we go. I broke the loop. We're free. I've escaped. Bloody hell, brain. Yeah, you know, why freeze the things that could hurt you when you try to jump on them? Clearly jumping on them would be fine. Basically slowly crawl my way up. I simply just need to get up there, which really isn't going to take long. The longest part of this process... Wait. Oh, that's right, these save points don't heal you. Do they? I thought they did before. It's fine. I think my brain went, oh yeah, the ship heals you, which means all the save points heal you. It's like, well, no. No, that's the point to having those respawning enemies and such to heal yourself with. Because otherwise you could easily get yourself into a bad position. Oh look, more missiles. Whee. Now you'll note that this is taking us the wrong direction. We're getting where we were trying to get to. But it got us a thing, so... Worth it? Question mark? Was the ceiling item all the way down there? I think it was. Is at the rate I'm taking stupid damage now, I kind of want that energy tank. Thankfully, covering ground in this game really isn't that bad. It does not take long to get places, as long as you go where you're trying to go instead of fucking around and go the wrong way. Just quickly use this guy to heal. So you can't quite reach it from the ground. And this is when I embarrass myself by still not being able to reach it. I thought high jump was how you get this. Or no, I think I'm thinking of the Super Metroid one. Because I think the ceiling in this version of this room is slightly higher. They could have swore just like a running jump could almost get you the one in Super Metroid, and then high jump guarantees you getting it. Well, once again with me disappointing everyone, including myself. Anyway, moving right along. that in mind, guess let's actually try to do what we're supposed to be doing, rather than once again disappointing everyone. Not that I set expectations very high for me playing this today, I feel. But, you know. It would still be better to, you know, do better. Yeah, that's the only path across, short of going backwards through the thing we did, which I don't even know if going backwards through that would work that well. I feel like the pathing layout on that would make it not work so great. We don't need to talk about what just happened there. So anyway, I think we're where we need to be now. Bomb that little bastard. There's no items in this whole hallway here because you don't see them marked on the minimap, so. Oh yeah, this is the situation where you gotta go up and over it. That's why you needed what we have now in order to be able to get through here. And then you go back after having the thing to break that, and then you can go back the other way. Also, should have said this sooner, but hopefully the sound of me picking up my phone and putting it back down has not been super loud. Hindsight being 2020, should have considered that that could have been loud, is where I'm keeping it. Huh. We are behind the statue, and we don't seem to have any capacity to get past him. Well, that's upsetting. I think I might have come into this the wrong way around. Just a thought. Yeah, because that's blocked. Oh, I sure have made a choice here, haven't I? Oh, the burning. Oh, the burning. It does not burn good. Every now and then, it just eats your input for breakfast when you're in one of those lava pools. It's very unfortunate. Okay. Sorry for the repeated distractions in this last little bit here. Just multitasking. Huh. So wait, how do I get out of this bit that I'm in here then? Did I fuck up? Did I fuck up bad? I feel like there's gotta be a way out of here. I just gotta find it. Yeah, because there's a tube up there. Ooh, this goes higher up. This is where I need to be, probably. Ah! Getting real sick of your funny E-floors here, game. Just tee-hee, funny floor. Get off me, little bastards. Wait, what if these are here? Oh, let me guess. Go over it again? Oh, we need to encourage these things to eat them. Okay. Come on, drain the life from it for me. There you go. Now die. That's your reward. High explosive death. Well, this was a mistake that was certainly made. Samus, please. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh boy, that almost was very bad. Okay. Hopefully having 2 of them on there is enough, because otherwise we're in trouble. I moved too quickly, and I think I think I fucked it. So we're gonna have to die, because there's no way out of this situation for me that I can tell. That's upsetting. Whee! Hey, look, an energy tank. Bleh. One of the few, hopefully, times you'll get to see me die in this game. This really isn't a very hard game. The hardest part usually is just not being stupid. Okay, now we do this bit again. This time without melting most of my health, ideally. So I should probably investigate the energy tank spot that's over there. Find out exactly how I'm meant to get that. Because I almost feel like that's something you're meant to go get once you have the Varia suit or something, so you don't die a miserable death in the lava. But, you know, it's there. Yeah, I was impatient and jumped over, and that's why this didn't work. I could try going down there to see if I can get that energy tank, but I feel like that's just gonna get me killed. Get this first. Because, you know, of course it's the Varia suit. The one time I fuck around in lava, I die right in front of the Varia suit. I hate me. This is just one of those things where it's like, you know, if you just thought this through ever so slightly more, you could have avoided this entire problem. So where's the path to this? Because you notice now we're not melting anymore. Now we got time to look for the path for this energy tank. Which if I just been able to get this energy tank, this also would have solved our problems. Because I believe picking up energy tanks refills your health. So we would have been sort of just fine. But instead, so close yet so far from any hope. And then death. We can also now enter hot rooms without dying. Is the more important use for the Varia suit for us at the moment. It's more than likely the game's going to be asking me to head back down into Norfair and go into the hotter areas, probably. If I'm remembering my No, because we've pretty much cleaned out... No, that was Kraid's area. Yeah. We have to go into these heated rooms now, probably. Maybe not immediately, but that's gonna be on the path, for sure. I'm just glad we at least now have 3 bars of health instead of 2. 2 can be very unfortunate, as you saw. Where I just burned myself doing something stupid. We still can't go this way. We still have to go around in order to use that statue. And I don't even know if there's really a point to using that statue. But it's nearby, so I guess we may as well use it just so we can say we touched it. Of course, I gotta go through this again. Wait. No, it's not out. Oh. Did I screw up by not bringing those guys down? Do I actually have to go a different way out of here now because I screwed that up? Or am I actually stuck here? So I can't get those guys to come down. Can I go down into the lava in here? No, I checked that before. Oh, we can go down into the lava over in the other room this way. Because we can safely go in here now. And then we can go... be sad that this stupid thing's still in my way. Come along. I don't know if you guys can survive in lava, but hopefully you can. Oh no, they lived. They're fine. Oh, okay. If they're on me, they can still go over to that. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Then I could have gotten rid of the ones killing me before, and I would have avoided that death. The more you know. And this gets us past being stuck on that statue, so we're in business. Everything's fine. Just every now and then, you get a little spooked thinking you're stuck. Because some of the pathing can be a little bit of a thing. Honestly, I think the amount of these statues that there are is what makes this one kind of an easy game, because you get so many times where you can recharge your health and weapons. So you're never really in that situation of like, well, I'm running out of missiles, so I gotta be kind of careful what I do here, here, and here, or anything like that. And outside of a situation where I just screwed up a little bit ago, you really don't run into health issues in this either. Barring sitting and soaking in the soup. Oh, and since we were talking about Metroid Prime earlier, I'm just gonna get this thought out there now. I'm glad they said more about Prime 4 in the Direct. I did not watch the Direct, because I never do. It's not really a thing that I do. But I'm just gonna say this now before people sit here and ask my thoughts on the whole thing. I'm not really gonna give it any thought till the game actually is almost out or already out, because looking that far ahead is just not something I tend to bother with, as I've discussed with other games. Even something I'm actually excited for, like Prime 4, which I absolutely am, I'm not gonna worry about it till it's actually coming soon. I didn't hear a release date mentioned at any point from anybody talking about it, so I presume there's no release date set for it yet. Which means it's likely to be the exact same situation it's been for that, which is still in the, oh yeah, it'll come out. Well, when's it coming out? Oh, it'll come out. Eventually. God damn it. I keep ending up jumping because I'm still holding the jump button. So I jump on an invisible edge of that platform and go around it. Now you'll notice that the bugs are gone too. I forgot that that hidden room up there is why the flies were in this room. I knew there was a way to get rid of them, but I could not remember what it was. So if you're as upset as I was about those flies, that's how you solve that problem. Go into the hidden room next door and blow them to hell. And then their species is gone. And the world is a better place. Okay. At the rate my brain is failing me harder and harder and I'm getting more and more distractible, we're probably gonna wrap up here in like a half hour. That way we'll have a 4-hour stream length, nice and clean. It'll only be 3 hours of Metroid, but I'm sure people will be fine and with that on the YouTube upload. And then I can just finish this up either tomorrow. Actually, no. I did talk to Voila, and we are doing more 7 days tomorrow. So if you're into that, be there to see that. So probably finish this on Monday then. Just power through what's left of this, which is a decent bit of it. I don't think we're even at the halfway point of this one yet. Mostly because I'm going kind of slow. Oh, because brain is slow. But that's also why I went with something safe like this today. Yeah, as the backup for War Z, which also wasn't something that really takes too much brain. I cut that move a little too early. Is this the right door? No, I'm too early. But I do need to go in this door because I need to do the thing again. Yes, yes, crabs. Many crabs. Stop knocking me back in the hole. I was just gonna push my way past them, but they're positioned perfectly, just keep knocking me back in the crab boil, and I hate it here. You'll notice I was taking damage in there, by the way. That's because that's more dangerous lava. That's advanced lava. I don't actually know what it's called, because I'm pretty sure what I've been calling lava is actually acid. But I heard too many people call it lava when I was watching people play a super and such, so it's kind of ingrained in my brain now. And the only thing really contradicting it is just the fact that the Varia suit protects against heat and acid. Heat obviously being the room we're in right now, and then acid would be the goop. I think I want to clear this so I can speed boost. Please. Yeah, because I think what we do is we ramp off of here with speed booster and jump. And I think that takes us somewhere. I don't know if it's somewhere we want to be right now, but we're going. Wah! Well, it worked. Now we're over here. Okay. You know, I'm immediately less convinced that I wanted to be here, seeing this jerk again. Wow, he deals a lot of damage. Foot my way through more territory here, though actually I probably should hang out here for a second. So this is a slower spawner than the other one. I'm immediately less interested in this idea of sitting here. Oh, apparently I just had to dip my toes in there. They're just into that, I guess. They just needed a sample before they'd be interested in flying out. What I think it actually is the fact that if you're just at the exact right positioning, maybe. Also, apparently this one doesn't have the ability to pull items to you with the charge beam, which makes me sad. It might actually be a Prime exclusive move that you could pull things to you with the charge beam. Like, you might be able to do it in Super as well. Not sure. The reason why it's a question mark with Super is the fact that I kind of get what is and isn't a randomizer feature in that game confused at this point because of how much randomizer content for that game I've watched, and the fact that my primary way of interacting with Super Metroid has been randomizing it as well, so kind of makes it hard to tell what it is and isn't a feature of that game standard anymore. Oh, good, a map room. Oh, right, this is the path to Ridley, right? Which we're probably gonna get to before time's up. So this might be the first fight I have actual trouble with, because Ridley can be kind of mean, if you aren't used to fighting him. So I don't know how bad this version of Ridley is. I've definitely fought him at one point, because like I said, I had more or less finished this game at some point, and then didn't actually finish it. So seem to be slightly stymied here, however. Because there was that... Oh, maybe that bug that was down in that tunnel where the two items isn't there anymore then, because we really don't have a path to take here. Or that I can see. Yeah, it's a speed booster hallway. I'm pretty sure we come back down here after we get super missiles. And then we can do something there, because that's a super missile door. And then the shortcut would be just to speed booster through that hallway. I don't even think there's a reason why I would need to be down here right now is, yes, I get the map by going over here, but you don't really need the map. The map just helps you figure out where you're actually supposed to be. Both so you can actually go the right way, or so you can be like me and promptly ignore the correct direction. Of course, you know, I gotta deal with this jerk again. Don't get me wrong, I could have just left him. I could have run away once I was on the right-hand side of him. But it's the principle of the matter at that point. And there's no items in this room, so I don't need to worry about that. Which remains a very nice feature of these games that have been a thing for them, I think, since the beginning. At the very least, I know Super Metroid had the items being marked as to whether they exist in rooms. At least I think it was. Or was it the Game Boy Advance ones that started? I said that with such confidence, and then brain fired again for a second. I'm like, wait a minute, are you sure that's true? I'm questioning so much about what my brain is telling me. And I don't know if I should be worried about that or not. I feel like on a certain level I probably should be, but in the end I question everything I say 90% of the time, so I don't see any reason why I should really worry about it. We can just hop over this one. Because this is all speed booster floor. No, you're still here. So I need to go get something to deal with this guy then, huh? Or there was something over in that map hallway or something that I should have done. And I should have checked more thoroughly. Apologies for the yawn. I'm just... That should tell you exactly where I'm at right now. Even though it's only 5 in the afternoon. Because of how screwbally my sleep's been the last, like, 2 days, I've already almost been... plus or minus, like, falling back asleep for an hour. I've probably been already awake for nearly 12 hours. Because, for some fucking reason, the past couple days, I've been waking up at, like, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday, I managed to fall asleep a bit better than I did today. Fall back asleep, that is. And I managed to sleep till, like, 10 or 11. So I made up for what sleep I had ended up almost losing. Today, however, I basically got up at that point and could not get it to go back, so... That's why I'm a bit of a mess right now. Which part of the issue with getting up at like 5 or 6 today was, the initial theory was I was going to be joining Xeno at noon. So there would have been a risk associated with trying to get significant amounts of sleep. So on some level, I'm sure my anxiety nightmare of a brain was like, oh, well, if you go to sleep, you might miss this noon and it might be a problem. Ignoring the fact that that's unrealistic, that's just how that works. I don't know what this guy's here for. I feel like he's here for a reason. I just don't know what his reason for being here is. Like, these guys primarily exist as a platform for me. Aside from technically being a threat as well, but... they primarily are a platform. I guess let's run back down here, down toward where the map is, and make sure I didn't miss something in the floor along the way here. Since there are rooms connected there. There must be something I overlooked. This does, however, mean I need to do the whole repeated speed booster runs thing again. So I don't think these are lined up well enough to do like a downward shine spark through all of them. Nor am I good enough to think that I'm going to be able to guaranteed pull off a downward shine spark. Considering I had enough trouble with a horizontal. And I'm pretty sure the horizontal one's meant to be the easy one other than the straight vertical one. And yes, I know that saying the straight vertical one is the easy one and then saying downward is difficult contradicts itself. Just understand that I am saying the correct things here. I acknowledge what these words sound like. Nope, almost overshot. In fact, I did overshoot. God damn it. I feel like that shouldn't be so easy to overshoot. Just making sure that all of these are in fact speed booster tiles. Interesting. So that's a missile spot. Now, the reason why I call that interesting is, in theory, you would think you'd be able to hit that with a missile from this side and be able to go through. And my reason for saying that is this. The blast radius of the missile touches it. But it is a matter of you actually have to hit it directly for it to work, so that's the unfortunate thing there. I need to do a kind of funky wall jump to avoid this. There we go. Just need to do like that again. It's really hard for those wondering to do these wall jumps in these tighter corridors, because you have to pull away from the wall just enough. And every now and then, I'm still rocking the D-pad back and forth in case people are wondering why I fall all the way down. And I'm pretty sure I can't go back the way I would like to go back, either. Oh no, that's a missile wall here. I could at least go back to this position. Actually, do you go through here? You do. We could wait the very long time for him to make his way all the way around. Fun fact, it'll just be quicker to do this. Because the problem is, you'll notice all these speed booster blocks come back instantly, which is just upsetting. Like, I get that it's probably to prevent you from falling back down, because otherwise then that whole vertical boost section there is useless, because you just fly up, hit the ceiling, and then fall back down. But it'd be really nice if you'd be able to just go back quickly instead of having to do this again when you make a silly mistake. Which is a pretty easy mistake to make when you're not paying as much attention as you should be to what you're doing. Which, not paying enough attention is 100% my own fault, but, you know, it'd be nice. I think there might be a path there, but that's in harsher lava that we really probably don't want to toy with. I should get my extra bar of health back. I could have taken the high road through there, and I probably should have. Yeah, because I'm misjudging that terrain there. See that purple spot that's to the left of the corner there? I kept thinking I could step on that, but I can't. So I kept falling off before I jumped and just looking like a fool. Yeah, because I think the room underneath here is connected to that one tile room to the right, and I think that one tile room's how you get down, so I'm not going to toy with that. Wasn't there one of these that needed a bomb before? I guess maybe it doesn't need a bomb after the first time? Question mark? Strange. There is that whole area underneath here, but that's gonna need super missiles to get into, most likely. The power of just mashing missiles. Now we gotta do this whole bit again. Come on. On a new guy. Thank you. Hip. Hip. Now, my other idea for today, by the way, was I was going to do Teardown, because I picked that up yesterday, I think it was. Either yesterday or the day before. And I've been having a good time with that. And I've been wanting to show off that game for a while anyway. But that takes a bit of mental effort to it, and that's not saying this doesn't, but this takes less effort on my part. Well, that was an interesting experience, just rubber banding myself back and forth with bombs. That was certainly a thing. Yeah, there we go. It was another hidden lava situation. I was pretty sure they did that trick twice. I just couldn't remember where. Oh, this is the stuff that still hurts. Okay, so we're not exploring down there any further at the moment. This off. Fine. Going this way. Samus, please. Good enough. That was almost a complete disaster. Remember, always remain calm. If you let panic take you, you will just melt to death in lava and you will regret your choices. In that case, your choice being to panic in lava. This is taking me away from where Ridley is, but I think this is the one that leads back around after you go the wrong way for a little bit. Come on. Give me a little bit more health. Nice of them to have a triple line of enemies like that spawning. Stream. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream today? How's everybody doing? It's a bit of a low energy day here, but hopefully everybody out there is doing well. Getting stuck again. I've made choices that were probably not the best. I'm glad it was good, and I'm doing fine other than not much energy between heat, allergies, and being up since like 6 in the morning today. It's a whole thing, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I can build up enough speed before that to do what I want to do. I can't clear 2 blocks at once. So I don't think this is meant to be a speed booster path. Yet, at least. I'll be fine. It makes keeping a running commentary going a little tricky. That's been about the only real issue. I think I do need to keep going to the right. Let's save the fact that I have full health and missiles, rather than the lowered amount I had. Yeah, what were you playing today? Since my automated shoutout doesn't tell me what people do anymore. It's weird that way. Yes. Can't go up. Ah, okay. Definitely missing what I'm supposed to be doing here. I feel like it's supposed to be obvious, and if I were fully here, I probably would figure it out. Because I don't think it's a case of timing and breaking these blocks, because that seems wrong. These guys die instantly, so I can't build a bridge out of them. Well, it's apparently gonna be one of those times, huh? Hello, you're right. What were you up to today? Thank you for the raid as well. How's everything going? And welcome in everybody from both. To me just staring at things right now, but his brain is kind of dead. Sounds good, Dream, and I feel your pain there, you're right. Sometimes the runs just don't play out properly. But what were you playing? Ah, okay. Yeah, I can see how the runs could be swingy a bit with that. And unfortunately, sometimes very much not in your favor. Okay, so there isn't anything up in that corner. I mean, everybody has off days. Lord knows today's been an off day for me. I don't think I'm meant to be down in here, considering, you know, this is damaging to me. Yeah, I mean, there's a path. I don't think this is the way I'm supposed to be going at the moment, considering I'm going to die doing this, but you know what? Yeah, this continues this way, so we're just going to die here. I was pretty sure I wasn't supposed to be down there, but you know what? Curiosity. I'm pretty confident I'm supposed to be getting through that room to my right. I'm just not understanding how. There's that bug thing in the way over there on the right underneath the statue. So we can't just get to Ridley that way. Unless there's some way to get down to that room that where we got marked there in one of these rooms to my left, but I don't think that's true. Because the only way down in here is through fire. Ah, Now it's fake fire again, because of course they do that that many times. Okay. That explains all of that. Were I fully awake, I probably would have picked up on that a lot quicker. Oh well. We now have the wave beam. Which gives us fancy spinny ice. Spin. And now we can just destroy this guy without having to open the wall first. There we go. Takes care of that problem. Now, I was planning on ending here in a little bit, but what we'll do, since we got 2 raids, and we're on the right path to get to Ridley, is I'm at the very least gonna go fight Ridley. And yeah, that's the key to this, is being able to shoot through multiple blocks at once. There we go. Here's his defenses to get rid of him. Now we can properly traverse this section. But I still can't get a shot at this one. Wait a minute. Now that he's moved over. No, but he's gonna move back again. Now he's gonna stay there. So I can push him back. Does that mean I'm meant to, like, bomb him? Yeah, bombing him is the thing. Okay. But I need to push him back enough that I can get a bomb under him. Enjoy the repetitive sound of pow 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 pow. There we go. Now we can speed booster down through the hole here and actually make forward progress, because all this has been cleared out. There we go. Go ahead and snag me this missile expansion while I'm here, because I do think it takes a decent amount of missiles to kill Ridley. So we are going to want to have as many as we can get our grubby hands on, which 105 hopefully will be enough. The no charge shots should be able to hurt him too, from what I remember. But missiles are more effective. At least I think missiles are the ones that are more effective. One way or the other, we need them to get to him anyway. Well, that's not how I intended to get down here, but I guess I'm here now. Where is your weak point? Like, I'm presuming I used the flying bug to get an angle to attack it. I just can't tell where to attack it yet. Oh, right, I shoot the vines above. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Which means I actually don't technically need the flying bug quite yet. I should have put two and two together, considering that's what we were destroying on our way here, is these tendrils. This really isn't a dangerous fight. It just takes a while because of positioning and things. Any day now. Like, I think I've taken more damage just from this little flying guy than I have from the boss. Yeah, I figured I have to get at the other side. Yeah, which I can just jump and hit, actually, so... not the biggest issue. The problem is his flight path is annoying. There we go. Just drop him through the floor. Now the problem is we wasted a lot of health and ammunition on him, so hopefully before we actually get to Ridley, we get some of that back. So apparently he's not even here yet, so, you know, that's a whole thing. Yeah, you better hurry up. I'm about to be in your house. You better get here, man. Hurry it up. Of course, you know, the pathing in here is going to be a bit of a thing anyway. Which is why I'm like, yeah, you know what? Makes the most sense to just deal with him. Okay, good. There's a refill point from these little boys. We got some ground to cover before we get that, but, you know. Basically, I'm just gonna fully refill my missiles, save, and then we'll make forward progress again. This way we're set in case anything goes wrong. Not the exciting way to go about this, I know, but it's safer. So now we just gotta get through in here. Do we actually have to finish that thing off? We might. We probably are more intended to get into that room to the left, which is just off this little goofy jump here. Huh. So if there's a missile spot there, is there actually another way through over here, or do I need to go from somewhere else? Oopsie. Because I need super missiles to go through that door, which we don't have. Or did I screw up and I missed where super missiles were somehow? Which is entirely possible. Yeah, because like, shooting that doesn't do anything. Because that would have been the other logical choice, is like blast him from here using the wave beam, since that's what we got recently. And I guess I could shoot these guys and see if that does anything. But it doesn't, so meh. What do? These blow up. That doesn't really do anything for me. Aside from make it complicated to get back up. Which I don't need to at the moment unless I actually need to go back and get super missiles somewhere. Yeah, the little melt Samus hole doesn't help anything. Because the thing is, the last labeled object we went to led to there. So do I think I actually need to go back? That's the important question I need to ask myself. Is the only area I can think of that I gained access to from getting the wave beam was just getting out of the area we were in and getting to where Ridley is. And we triggered the Ridley cutscene, so presumably we're on the right path. Like, I feel like I'm doing that thing again where I'm overlooking something very obvious. But I feel like I've poked and prodded everywhere at this point. I probably shouldn't have saved, because now I have less health and one less missile on the save, but it's fine. It just becomes a reflex after a while. So that's a missile spot there. Like, I'm just rechecking everything at this point, because something's gotta be the answer, right? Well, welcome back to the glorious Drac feels stupid moments, where he doesn't understand why he doesn't have what he needs. It's like the only remaining option is genuinely that I need super missiles that I somehow don't have. So where did I go wrong in how I moved through this to not have super missiles? Unless maybe this is one of those cases where you're meant to go down, find out you can't, and then go back. Because that does happen from time to time, too. Oh, yeah, it's probably this, though, isn't it? Just drop down into here. Yep. And the thing's gone now. Oh, no. Like, I was thinking about dropping down into where that thing was, but I couldn't... For some reason, I couldn't process the concept of getting around to it. And there's the super missiles that I need, so I was right in thinking that I needed those. Because I also remember... I'm pretty sure that super missiles are the way you kill Ridley. So it was kind of weird that I didn't have them regardless. I wonder if I could hit him with Speed Booster. It would require some timing. But it might be really funny. No, I think I'm just never going to be able to line that timing up. Yeah, because I'd have to chase him like that to potentially get the speed boost going. And by the time I do, it's already leaving the area out. Yeah. Thing's not really much of a threat, it's just annoying. Considering I can just, you know, kind of follow him down the ramp like that and just destroy his hopes and dreams. Ooh, he's fast now, though. Haha, your butt fell off. Thank you. I'm really not gonna have very many super missiles, so probably isn't the way you kill Ridley this time. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of? It's probably another randomizer crossing over into my brain thing where it just takes significantly less hits to kill Ridley with super missiles. So it's just the recommended method at that point. Whereas it otherwise takes a ton of missiles. That would make sense. I'm gonna need to recharge my everything again after killing that thing. And we just stand here and keep shredding these things over and over again until I have what I need. Thankfully, the drops are smart, so now as soon as I have full health, we'll keep getting nothing but missile drops out of these guys, which will speed things along a decent bit. It's a little stupid in that it gives me super missiles still, but it's okay. I think the only check is if have missing health, drop health or ammo. Okay, off we go. How do I super missile this one? Ah. Select switches. Okay. I don't know what the hell that is, but it needs to go. Thank you for giving me back my super missile, I guess. Just kill everything in sight right now. I don't want a chance taking any damage before fighting Ridley. This seems like a trap. Yep. That's because it was. But joke's on you, Ridley. I didn't fall into your room. So I can try to go back for that energy tank, I think. Because that's a trick they love to do in this series, is bait you with an energy tank and drop you into a boss room. Is haha, fuck you. You wanted energy? No. Death. Death for you. You will not gain more energy, you will only lose more energy. Oh wow, this is just an awful little room, isn't it? It's great if you needed energy, but it's terrible if you already had full energy. Now we walk back over here, get the energy tank, everything's good. Now we fall down the hole. So they did give you a safety net. Oh, this doesn't actually fall all the way through. Never mind. I really thought I dodged a bullet by pulling to the side there. Turns out, nope. They were actually nice this time. And a save point. Look at this. Look at how nice they're being. This is going to be a problem. They make me feel safer, but I also can become very concerned when I suddenly have a lot of those. Yeah, exactly. Suspicious generosity starts kicking in after a bit. There we go. Now I'm as full as I can be. Oh, good, a map right next to where our opponent is. Because we're not actually next to him at all. There's a lot of fucking ground to cover still. It's like, what's that? You thought you were almost there? No. This is once again why the generosity is a lie. Oh, rude. Game, please. There we go. Definitely need to keep my energy up, though, or we're gonna have problems. So I seem to recall that most versions of Ridley hit pretty hard. So we're gonna want to have a decent bit of health buffer going into that. And if we can help it. Like, this is what they expect you to be going through, is that they give you 2 save points in addition to the ones we've already touched on the way to Ridley. Huh. That's an exit room. Okay. Yeah, this is the line towards Ridley, so... Ah! Damn it. I knew that was gonna lead into that room, and I thought I lined it up properly. Turns out, nope. Is there a second hit? Or do I just need to, like, hold hard left? There we go. What? Does this break? It does. But it's actual fire. Ah! It burns us. I don't know where this is taking me, but I guess I'm going somewhere. Wait. What is the point of this? Doesn't seem to actually lead anywhere. The fuck? Hmm. I'm probably supposed to fall down there and morph ball and like hold hard left. Or it's that third pit that I didn't check. Let's check the third pit before we do that, shall we? See if third pit is also fire. Oh, it's because you can fall in this one. Okay, that's why. It's a way out, not a way in. Oh, that one burns too. Good news, 2 out of 3 sets of fire burn. This is just a bitch. Strong dislike. I don't even know if that's worth it. That's the fucked up part, is I don't even know if what I'm doing there is worth it. Because it might just be another missile tank. Precisely. The problem is, it doesn't burn you, but it dumps you in a hole. So, not really an improvement. So you know what? For now, nuts to it. Oh look, another missile tank. So that other one might actually be an energy tank down there. God damn. Well. Oh, that just looks like so much fun in there. Oh, I'm gonna need to use the area transition to run far enough. God damn it. Case in point. This'll be funny though. Oh, it's because both of the angles up there are red herrings, and the entire thing is, in fact, pointless. Great. Great, I love that. At a certain point, a certain part of me finds that hilarious. I have to note that I find, if I was not the one who had to just go through all of that, I would have found it very funny. And, like I said, I still do, but I'm also annoyed. You know, we definitely got pranked there. 100%. But it was at least a good prank. Yeah, exactly. Just sucker. You thought this was gonna work out, huh? Hello? Where does this lead? Is this? Where's the super missile? So... What? Oh! Worth it! Use super missile, get more super missiles. Well, this is an awkward position, but you know what? We got there. Just gonna jump to that because I don't trust it. So wow, we suddenly went from not many super missiles to a lot of super missiles by comparison. Considering we have tripled our super missile capacity in the past 5 minutes. So it's all in all a good thing that I stubbornly climbed back up there. Proving once again that stubbornness can pay off. Maybe I was right in remembering that super missiles are the way then, because 6 super missiles is enough to do some damage. Alright, Ridley. What? Ridley? Why are you not here? You get bored and leave? Guess we get the thing and then we fight. We've got our next unknown item, which lets us break more weird blocks. And we get another energy tank. You know, I just took long enough that he just went to the toilet. This also gives us a full recharge before we fight him. Which is probably the point behind this, is they want to make sure you're in good shape for this fight. Hey, what do you know? The doors are locked. Oh no! Just pump some super missiles into him. I missed with one, but that's okay. Yeah, see, pumping super missiles into him just brought him to orange already. He's in red health already. And Ridley's dead. Good fight, everybody. Just shot him in the balls 1,000 times and he just gives up immediately. To think I was worried about that fight. Huh. Oh well. He should have stayed in the bathroom. So we have a way to remove some more blocks, but I don't remember those blocks really being in our way that much. And I did say I was going to stop after we beat Ridley anyway. So 2 bosses down. I'd say that's a pretty good starting point for this game. Now, the challenge of the day, finding someone who isn't playing Elden Ring, because I don't feel like watching that right now. Because Elden Ring is gonna be every fucking where today. It was everywhere yesterday, too. I've got nothing particularly against the game, but I'm just kind of over it at this point. Yeah, that's the thing as well, because that's next week, right? Is 14's new expansion? Or did it already happen and people are just going to be rolling into it? So I forget if it was a day or two difference or if it was a week difference between the Elden Ring DLC and the 14 expansion. Because I don't really keep up with either that much. Next week would make sense. Two different ways to completely consume people's lives. Give a quick refresh because I see a bunch of people popping up in the upper right. Okay. One of the ones I wanted to check is just not doing anything that I'm interested in watching either, because they're on a whole Dark Souls train to do around the release of Elden Ring's DLC, I guess. It's the only other reason I could think of why they'd suddenly be doing that. Or a sub-goal, who knows. But with what I said in mind, I've got like 3 choices to work with right now. Which is not ideal, but it's fine. It's fine. Out of the choices, this is the one I haven't rated recently, but I'm confused by their choices, so... you know what? No. We'll go with somewhere new. 'Cause I don't think we've rated them before, but I have visited them before, so that'll be fine. This is when I find out they're ending, and I'm just not checking as well as I usually do. Because I just want to avoid waiting too long, and of course, I fail spelling their name, so hang on. I need to go look at how it's spelled. I don't have a specific thing against trending games, per se, but I don't, you know, the currently trending games are not anything I'm interested in. I don't tend to prioritize trending games, but this batch just doesn't matter to me. Yeah, exactly. And I don't even have anything against Elden Ring, because I played it a bit, I enjoyed it enough, but just didn't stick with me enough for me to care about it getting DLC that much. Brain. You need to fire on all cylinders, so I actually do the thing. So I was going to say something else on that topic before I started the raid timer. I'll just start the raid timer and Brain will either get to it or won't. But Kit Kat's doing Talos Principle 2, which I didn't even realize Talos Principle got a sequel, if I'm honest. Didn't realize that, but I remember Talos Principle being good, so presumably the sequel will be interesting. So that should be fun. And they've been nice whenever I've encountered them, so... Yeah, I'm not surprised that it was a while ago. I just completely missed it. As usual. So, thank you all for taking the time to be here. I will be back tomorrow with 7 Days to Die with Voila, and we'll probably finish this on Monday like I discussed before. Apologies for the sluggishness today. Brain be dead, but that's how it be sometimes. But I will see you all next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.